What's up, guys? This is Raymond Ironbody McKinney. Today, I want to talk about different states of consciousness, going more in depth about it. Um, and I just wanted to let you know right off the bat that you're in a state right now. As you're watching this, you're in a state of listening to my voice and trying to gain information from me. So we're always in a state. We're whether we're in a state of just feeling like we have all the energy in the world, or just feeling like, man, I'm just dragging today. There's infinite states. And our state and our consciousness, or our God self, whatever you want to call it, is the operator. That you are the operator, the operant power of your own reality. And everything and all of us are just a collection of that unified consciousness. Say, like, if I was one to be in a state of, like, say, if I'm imagining having a conversation with like maybe a specific person. I'm not talking about a relationship or girlfriend and boyfriend or whatever. I'm talking about, and just a person in general. Say if I'm having a magical conversation with that person, make it as real as possible. Maybe hear their familiar voice, or if I'm at a table, sitting at a table with them at a restaurant, as if I'm feeling the table with my hands, picking up food with a fork. That's a state. That's a state of consciousness there. Just having a good time, having a meal with someone. Or if it comes to, like, say if you want to start a business, or say you want to train for an athletic goal, or any kind of general goal. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you're creating a mental image of what that'd be like. When people tell you to take massive action, the assumption within itself, I'm I'm projecting my voice right now, like, an inner image must come consciously or unconsciously before I can speak to you. And that's the law of mind there. That's a state. I'm using one of my state of mind. Now, I mean, we're not perfect. There's just so many things you can think about. Don't overwhelm with don't overwhelm yourself with this stuff. Make it as simple as possible. Manifesting is supposed to be simple and fun. And yes, some days I get pissed off or angry or whatever. And again, those are states. It's all right. Nothing's stagnant in this world. Everything's always fluctuating, moving. The point I'm making is to persist in a certain state that you desire. When it comes to inspired action, you're not even going to think about taking action. These people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, or Jeff Bezos, they have people assume they take massive action. It's like, you gotta take massive action. Well, they have the drive. They had to imagine themselves as that person, living from that state of consciousness as if they're that person. And then the massive action comes without question. You ever notice how people like people that high standard, they don't question if they should do it. They take the action without even questioning. It's set. It comes to. It's in that flow state. So when someone tells you, maybe if you have to force action or all this stuff, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no right or wrong way to live. I'm just being clear. Right, I'm just right off the bat. There's no right or wrong way to be living the way you ideally should live. But I'm just sharing my viewpoints that we're just living in states of consciousness. That's all. That constant, that consciousness is our only perceived reality. What you see in your imagination whole as real, and to embody it, a bridge of incidences are going to unfold, and magic is going to show up, like perceived magic. Some people would say, "Oh, it would happen anyway." But again, our state of consciousness is the only reality. What you focus on with persisted intents, focusing in that state for a long period of time, the more focus you put into that, the more intense focus and attention you put into that, excluding any external noise or stimuli as often as you can, and to live there mentally as if you're that person, that reality is inevitably going to show up relatively quickly, too. Because time and space outside of us don't exist. Time and space don't exist within the mind. And our imagination collapses all space and time when it depends on the intensity of the imagination. That's when the analytical mind calls it coincidence. What happened anyway? The subconscious mind knows all. Within the subconscious mind is the Father, is the God or whatever, your true self. You're not this ego outer body, or I'm not this Raymond McKinney. I'm just utilizing it. I'm just moving it with my subconscious mind. My thoughts choose, my conscious mind chooses. It's the gatekeeper of all subconscious behaviors. This is, if more people wake up to the realization that they are the operant power, that we don't have to overcomplicate everything by looking outside ourselves, by trying to find the planet outside ourselves. Again, even like Neil Armstrong when he landed on the moon. If you, if you believe it, I'm gonna say I believe it because I don't want to make. I want to be simple. Again, I want to be simplistic. I'm not gonna go whether it's right or wrong. But when Neil Armstrong had to land on the moon, he had to imagine it as if he's already done it, whether it was conscious or not of landing on the moon. He had to use his imagination. He had to. That's seeking from within. As within, so without. Everything exists in the eternal now. Everything's omnipresent. We're just tuning into that particular reality. That's all we're doing because creation is finished, according to the Bible. So I hope this video helps. I bless you all and happy manifesting.